predict. Okay, Omar. So we're gonna make this video, and we're going to give a topic. What? A topic would be why Christian call God Father.
Oh, yeah.
In the Bible, you see everywhere
Mm.
they call it Father, 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 right? My Father, your Father, referring God.
Mm.
So, what is this? Why that happened? Right?
Mm.
Okay. Now we know that the Gospels means the New Testament, right? Which language it came?
Aramaic.
Aramaic, right? Aramaic, and no, I mean I said speak up when you in the speaker. So, and the Torah is in what language?
Hebrew.
Hebrew, right? Now, in Hebrew there is a term called rabbi.
Yeah.
What is that? What is the meaning of rabbi?
I mean, in actual Hebrew, rabbi means like my master, my teacher.
No, religious teacher, not the school teacher.
Yeah, religious teacher.
Religious teacher. But why? Why? That's the question is. Rabbi, what is this word rab or rabbi? We know rab in Arab in our language,
God, Lord.
not our language, Arabic language. And let's see some chat GPT things. I have the screen share. Let me see. Okay. Now, I use this chat GPT and I found out, I asked the question, so what is the meaning of Rabbi, right?
Rabbi.
In Arabic, we have R-A-B-B-I. We call it Rabbi.
Rabbi.
In Hebrew, it is here. I just put the, not Hebrew, not Arabic. I just put what is the meaning of Rabbi, right?
Yeah.
So what it came, let me read it. The term Rabbi is of Hebrew origin and literally means my teacher or my master. It is used to refer to a Jewish religious leader or scholar, particularly one who is qualified to interpret Jewish law and tradition. In the context of Judaism, rabbi, that's how they pronounce it as well.
Rabbi.
Rabbi, not rabbi. Rabbi is often the spiritual leader of a Jewish congregation, right? So we understand that this rabbi is a person who has knowledge of
Religion.
God. But this word, basically, the root word is a rub. Let's go and take a look at other. A tab which says, I asked the question, what a rub means in the Quran.
Yeah.
Only rub, not rabbi. Yeah, or rabbi, only rub. So what it came with. In the Quran, the word rub, R-A-B-B, often used, and it is frequently translated as Lord or sustainer. Sustainer means the provider, the protector.
Yeah.
Right? That is a sustainer. It has a deep and multifaceted meaning in Islamic theology and is one of the key attributes of God as well. The attribute of God, the 99 names we have, right? It is one of them. So Rab is basically God. In Jewish, Rabbi, the very Rabbi means the person who has the knowledge of Rab.
Yeah.
Right? So Rab word is common. In Hebrew, this is the proof. The Hebrew and Arabic Rab. Now, Aramaic, which is the language of Jesus as well as the New Testament Gospels, right? Yeah. So, and then to my knowledge, Aramaic and Hebrew both are offsprings of Arabic language. The Arabic language is the mother tongue. So if you have a word or in Arabic, you will, like 99.9% chances that you will find in Hebrew and Aramaic. So that means in Aramaic also this word was there. Yeah. Which is lost. We don't have the original Bible in Aramaic. We have translations, right? So the translations are first the earliest translations were in Greek, and then from Greek we have the translation, English translations, right? So it is proven that Rab is Rab common in all of them, and the Rab means the sustainer, the provider, the protector, which is God Almighty. Yeah, that's done. Okay. Now the problem here, not the problem, but the fact is that Aramaic Bible is lost, as well as the Hebrew Bible was also lost. It was rewritten, right? So the newest and the the correct one, written by word, sentence by sentence, the New Test, the final Testament is the Quran.
Yeah.
Now, basically, the Quran and the Old Testament and the New Testament are very much in common. Things are in very common, right?
Yeah.
Let me explain it to you. Let me show it to you here. That, for example, the Surah Al Imran, it has a story of Zachariah, angel coming to Zachariah and the prophet Zachariah and talking
to
him about his son when he prayed that, God, give me a son. So what happened? He's saying this, Qala Rabbi, the word Rabbi is right there. Qala Rabbi anni yakuna li ghulamun wa qad balagani al-kibaru wa ra'ati aqir. Means my wife is barren. Qala kadhalika Allahu yaf'alu ma yasha. Then again he says, Qala Rabbi ij'al li aya. Qala ayatuka alla tukallim an-nasa thalasa ayyamin illa ramza. So this is the conversation between Zechariah and right, exactly the same thing, same story is in the Gospel of Luke. You can see here that the angel came. Let me see, and behold, and the angel answering said unto him that I am Gabriel that stand in presence of God, and I am sent to speak to you and to show what. And behold, you shall be dumb. Well, this is later. Let me see. This is the same story actually. If you can read it, and, anybody can read it. The KJV version.
Yeah.
And when Zechariah saw him, the angel, he feared. And fear fell upon him. But the angel said unto him that fear not, Zechariah, for your prayer is heard, and your wife Elizabeth shall bear you a son, and you shall call his name John.
Yeah.
Right? And so on and so forth. So this whole thing is a translation of the Aramaic or written in Greek later on, right? So this story and the story of Ali Imran, the Zechariah story, is the same.
Yeah.
How come? Because all these stories, all these three books, the Torah, Gospels, originally they are from the same guy.
Yeah.
Right? Torah and Aramaic were lost, original, and then what we have is English translations. Yeah. Right? Which has a lot of mistakes, language barrier, language, when you translate language and you can't find the proper words for the proper Aramaic and Hebrew. So, and different people wrote different version. Right? Bible has a lot of version. That's why. So we have the trustworthy version is the Quran. The stories and everything are the same because all three books from the same God, right?
Yeah.
So that means this Rabb is common and the meaning is common. Rabb means the sustainer, the provider, and the protector. And Rabb is in Quran everywhere. The very first surah, Surah Fatiha, with A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Rabb right there.
Yeah.
The sustainer of all the worlds, all the universes.
Yeah.
So that's how the word Rabb is basically used for God. Right? In Aramaic also and Hebrew also. But how come it become Father? That is the question. When whoever translated it, everywhere in Aramaic Bible, he saw a word Rabb or heard the word Rabb, they translated it in Father. You know why? I just found out, not just, but when I did my research, this is why. In Ali Imran, not in Ali Imran, we saw the Ali Imran and all over the Quran that the word Rabb is involved. But in Surah Yusuf, we go and take a look in the Surah Yusuf, what's there. Now, Surah Yusuf, what Yusuf means Joseph in Bible, right? So what is the story? What happened to Joseph? He went to jail.
Yeah.
Remember? So what happened in jail? He had two companions in jail, right?
Two
prisoners, right? So they came to him knowing that he can tell the
Dreams.
dream, the meaning of the dream, right? So they ask about their fate as well, that what will happen to us. So he said, one of them right here. Let me see. Okay. Oh man, I misplaced it. Okay, just let me give me 1 second. Okay, okay. 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 The companion of prison are separate lords, better or Allah. Okay, now here. All right. So here he says one of them. He's telling the prediction that two companion of prison. As for one of them, he will give drink to his master of wine. His master, he will give the master. Means that he will be free, and he's going to go back to his master. Means whoever the master is at that time. He was talking about the king of the Egypt at that time, right?
Yeah.
And he will serve him. He will get a job to serve him wine.
Yeah.
Right. But his master. But look what is written in Arabic here. And he said to the one of them who would go free, mention me before your master. Mention me. Why? Because Joseph was there, Yusuf alayhi salam, in the prison innocently.
Yeah.
Right. So he wanted that person that when he free and then he go back to master of the king of Egypt and get his job back and starts. So Joseph or Yusuf alayhi salam told him to mention, about me, that I am, here in jail innocently. I'm innocent, and get me out of here.
Yeah.
That's how he said that. Mention it. But the word, what he's said in Arabic, watch. وقال للذي ظن أنه ناج منهما اذكرني عند ربك. Rabb, same, right? So Rabbika means your Rabb. Mention me, about me. Tell your Rabb about me. He wasn't going to God. He was going to king.
Master king.
Right? He's gonna free, and then he's gonna go to king, and then get a job back to serve him wine or drink or whatever, food, right?
Yeah.
And Yusuf alayhi salam saying the king Rabb. So this is the second meaning that you can use, because at that time king was also
Rabb, technically.
Technically, the master of the whole country.
Yeah.
Because he will be the whole soul king. He could do anything without any law.
Yeah.
Right. So sustainer, provider, and the protector. That is the main, the real meaning of this Rabb. The word Rabb, right? So Rabb is used God Almighty, because God is also master, and we are all slave him. So Rabb is master. Rabb is also king. King can be called Rabb. There is another meaning of the Rabb is used in the Quran. Let's go find that out. And that would be Surah Bani Israel, right? And we're going to talk about here. Let me start reading it in Arabic first. Well, let's read in English so that, we make it a video in English, right? Anybody can read Arabic later. This surah is 17, verse 23 and on, right? So verse 23 is English, what it says. And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but him. What is the meaning? Tell me. You tell me. You quiet. Tell me.
Say it again.
And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but him. Okay, let me read in Arabic so you can understand. وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُ إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ. Right? And after that it says, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. What is that?
The Lord said, don't worship any other God except for him. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, and be good to your parents.
Right. So here it says that, and that you be dutiful to your parents. Right?
Yeah.
And then, إِمَّا يَبْلُغَنَّ عِنْدَكَ الْكِبْرَ أَحَدُهُمَا أَوْ كِلَاهُمَا فَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ. Uff. Right? What does that mean? It says, let me read it. And if one of them or both of them attain old age in your life, say not to them a word of disrespect, not
Yeah.
even a word. You can't say like, oof, what the heck, no. Don't even show dislike or anything at all.
Yeah.
Nor shall at them, nor shout at them, but address them in term of honor. Who we talking about here? Parents, right?
Yeah.
Now, the following verse is وَقْفِدْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ مِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. Let me read the English. And lower unto them the wing of submission and humility through mercy, and say, my Lord, here, وَقُلْ رَبِّي, Rabb here is God, right? But here, further in the verse, you see Rabbayani. What does that mean? Bestow on them your mercy as they did bring me up. Bring me means raise me up from the childhood to adulthood, right? When I was small.
Yeah.
And the word used the same, a Rabbayani, because they're plural. Parents are plural, right?
Yeah.
Father and mother.
Mother.
So that means, and why is that? Because they were the sustainer, the provider, and the protector of that little child.
Yeah.
So that's why the Quran is using a Rabb for parents as well. So we now know that the Rabb is used as God. The Rabb is used as king, master or king. And the Rabb is also used for parents. But now, again, the word Rabb means provider and the protector, right?
Yeah.
In a family, for a kid, the father is also a provider and a protector. But when he's out of the house, outside in the world, where people doing something, mom is the protector,
provider,
and the provider of what? Food.
Yeah.
Right? She gives milk to the baby. So for baby, both are provider and the protector. But for the whole family is who?
Father.
Father is the one that is also a provider and the protector of wife or the mother of the child and the child.
Yeah.
So he is the authority figure and the provider and the sustainer of the whole family.
Yeah.
So that's why this Rabbayani basically applied to father. So when they were translating, right, definitely these Aramaic Bible also have these ayat and different. That I just showed you the Luke and Al Imran, the story of Zachariah. Same thing. Both books have it, right? So this, I'm pretty sure that all of these ayat were also in Bible. I don't know if they're there now or taken out, right? Bible is changed.
I mean, the word Rabbani is in the New Testament.
Rabbani there?
They transliterated it when Mary Magdalene and the other woman went to Jesus' tomb.
Right.
And he wasn't there. And then they were going back and then they saw Jesus and then they said Rabbani. It's transliterated in quotation marks. Rabbani. Rabboni.
Right. Okay.
My teacher.
Yeah. So yeah, they were using Rabbani there as rabbi in Hebrew. Rabbani maybe as in Aramaic. They translated in English as father.
Yeah.
Why? Because father of a family, of a human being, like biological. Now another thing, I have ChatGPT here open. You see that I have this. I ask a question. What is the meaning of father? Look what I got. What I got is this. That's what I thought in the first place, right? Biological or adoptive parent.
Yeah.
Number one. No need to explain that, right?
Yeah.
You understand that. Male ancestor or forebear, like grandfather, great grandfather. Right? So that's again biological, adoptive, but the human being. Father is for biological father or biological father of a biological father.
Yeah.
Right? Grandfather, great grandfather, all that. Third, creator or founder, but a thing, like for example, can be used metaphorically to describe someone who is considered the originator or founder of a particular field, movement, or idea. For example, the father of the modern science. So who is the father? A human being.
Yeah.
Right? Refers to someone who made groundbreaking contributions to. And another thing is religious leader.
Yeah.
The father, the priest in the church, what do you call them? Father, right? So a human being, and as a respect, as a religious, like in Hebrew, we call rabbi, the religious leader.
Yeah.
So here in English, father you can use as a religious leader, but religious leader is who? A human being.
Yeah.
Right. And the last but not the least is the figuratively sense, like it can be also symbolize a protector, caregiver, or leader in a community or group, offering guidance and support. They are all human. This is it. That's all the meaning I got from ChatGPT. There is none explaining that this can be used for God.
Yeah.
You understand? So what does that mean? That they are using it wrong. In Christian Bible, the father is the only explanation that I can come up with, that Aramaic language also have this word rub. And then wherever the rub was for God, and maybe this Rabbayani Sagira ayah from Bani Israel used for parents, they translated everywhere else as father.
Yeah.
Because Rabbayani is for father, basically there. So this is the mistake of translation.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that we do not have the original Aramaic Bible. Whoever did it in English, they did that. Any question?
No.
No. So you understand now that how people, the Christian Bible have Father instead of God. They have Lord as well, right? Master, Lord, But whenever they're like, my Father is greater than I. Jesus is saying, my Father is greater than I. So who is referring to? God.
God.
Means the God is greater than I. So if, then obviously he's not God.
Yeah.
Because if he is lower than Father, then how can God be lower than the Father?
Or when he says the Father is the only true God.
Yeah, he said when one place, Father is the only true God.
Yeah.
So he's referring to Father. Father is greater than I. So Father is separated and above him and greater than him. And he said that Father is the only true God. So he cannot be God. But that's a separate video we're gonna make.
But some people also use the argument that Jesus said that he is one with the Father, but that argument can be refuted from, I think it was John 17,
right,
where Jesus prayed to the Father that we will be one with him as he is one with the Father.
Right.
If being one with the Father means that Jesus is God,
right,
that means that he was praying for us to be God.
right.
If that's
That is
the
one
meaning that they're
problem. And the
taking.
second place that he said that to disciples that you and I are one.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? So Jesus is God, then all the disciples were God also? No. One means in purpose.
Yeah.
In
the same team.
Representing God.
Yeah.
Representing God. So the purpose of God sending him, he's a representative of the God. So he's representing God. So he's in the purpose, he's one. And so the disciples were also one with him.
Every prophet was technically one with
One,
God.
but yeah. In the Quran, every prophet says one, Atiullah wa atiun. Obey God and obey me. By obeying me, you obeying God.
Yeah.
Like Jesus said that you see me, you see God. So because he is representing God, but he is not God.
Says the only way to God is through me.
Through me, yeah, definitely.
That's for every prophet.
Every prophet said that.
Moses would be the same.
Yeah, every prophet said that. So we're gonna finish this video here, and hopefully it will help someone out there, right?
Sure.
In the next video we're gonna make, and I will explain that how what happened that day,
Crucifixion.
the crucifixion day. The crucifixion The amazing thing is that the 90% of the Muslim population, the idea they have about the crucifixion is wrong.
They say that he was replaced, but
they say that Jesus was replaced by somebody else on the cross, which is completely wrong
that's not even
understanding.
Islamic information from
No,
the
no, it's
gospel.
not in the Quran, it's not in the Hadith. This is a made-up story. And I will prove from the Quran and Qurani ayat that the crucifixion happened and that was Jesus on the cross. But he didn't die. And I will explain the meaning of the ayah, the verses in the Quran that will prove that he was alive there and he was the one on the cross. But when they put him down, he was alive, and then God raised him alive. All right, so this is it for now, and I'll close it this one, and we go for the next one maybe tomorrow.